What is something free from the internet, which everyone should take advantage of? I save these threads every time they come up, and never reference them again. Wolfram Alpha. IDK if it has already been said, but Wolfram Alpha was a lifesaver for checking answers when taking Calc 1, 2, 3 in college. Definitely useful for all sorts of answers, but answers for science and math questions, it is great. Credle.io, a free resume builder site. You fill it out like an online application, and it generates your resume in different styles for you. Landed me a couple of jobs after I started using it. Edit. Thank you for the awards everyone, but I'd like to give credit where it is due. Big thanks to you / Carrie, creator of the site. Google Scholar. If you type that in, and then look up anything you want, the results are all scholarly work. If you type in volcanoes, you will get an absolute ton of scientific documents about volcanoes, any research that is being done on them, any papers that have been written about them, and any data you might want is there. Next time you write a paper for a science class, check out Google Scholar. Edit 1. Thanks everyone for the awards. While it is true that a lot of things require payment, but if you're a college student and you have a student email, you should be able to access a lot of the information. The Internet Archive has tons of stuff. Full-length movies, old-time radio drama, comedy, science fiction, etc. MS-DOS games you can play online. Arcade games you can play online. Left square bracket. If a website is asking for your email, and you don't want your original email to be spammed, you can use the email found on this website that self-destructs after 10 minutes. Edit. I only expected this to receive a couple of upvotes, and I'm surprised this became so popular. So I would like to add that some people in the replies suggest using, and it's definitely much better than 10-minute mail, because the email does not self-destruct after 10 minutes and 10-minute mail is blocked on more domains than temp mail. Edit 2. Here are some other alternatives. This one self-destructs after an hour, though I'm unsure if it is free. This one self-destructs after a day. This one allows you to select from a variety of domains. Alternative to. It is a site that shows you alternatives to any software you are looking for. If there is a paid application you would like to use, you can find a free or open source version. Do you like a program but it slows down your computer? You can find a lightweight alternative. Archive.org. Tons of free music, audiobooks, news reports, newspaper scans, video games, software, and movies. If you haven't already, please look for anything important you have saved on a USB stick or on your hard drive and archive it here if you find it important or interesting enough. This site is awesome. This site is probably illegal, but lets you watch anything free, and in a time where movies are straight to their respective streaming platforms, this is prime time. Left square bracket. I'm a little late, but if you're ever feeling stressed or feeling the itch to travel when you can't, you should try window swap. Just click the button, and it will randomly take you to a recorded video of the view out random folks' windows all over the world. You can even upload your own window footage for others to enjoy. It's so calming. ETA, recorded. These aren't live. It'd be neat if they were, but part of why I love it isn't the real-time aspect, but rather just getting to see a random snapshot of what some other human looks at in their day-to-day life. Slightly controversial, but Library Genesis. Almost every science textbook you could ever want for free. However, you are not compensating authors/publishers for their work, so the morality is debated. But if you want access to knowledge for free, there it is. I have not ever encountered any issues like viruses either. Film Rise channels on YouTube. Untold hours of free documentary TV series, including old school unsolved mysteries. Does more so scientific and graphing calculators are free and quite useful. Also the website Wolfram Alpha can solve a ton of math problems for you. eSound. It's basically a rip-off of Spotify, except you don't have to pay for nothing and listen to any song available on YouTube. I know 3 websites to make school easier. Symbolab.com. Type in any math problem, and it will provide you with steps to solve any answer. Table.com. Website for chemistry, periodical table, user-friendly website to analyze any element from the table in detail. Propostia.com. Rewrite any article with ease. Online courses and guides. The fact that you can learn anything for free at home is amazing. Like 40 years ago, you had to actually pay for lessons and go away from your home. Nowadays you can do everything online. Want to learn knitting? You got it. Want to learn to speak a foreign language? You got that too. Want to study for an upcoming test? You can, but you probably won't. Isn't the internet just amazing? Wikipedia. We take that site for granted, big time. There are few things in this world that do not have a Wikipedia page. People have dedicated hours, days, even their entire lives, to filling the site up with all the knowledge one could ever need. All that information is free. ******. Want to learn about the history of the escalator? Wikipedia has it. Interested in the Civil War? You bet you can find it on Wikipedia. Wikipedia will not be around forever, folks. Use it while you have it. Read random articles. It's fun. Alternativeito.net. For when you want to find an alternative to any app. The database is massive, and you can filter by platform and license. Product Hunt. Makers, mostly startups, but bigger names too, post their brand new products, mostly websites and apps, here. The community is mostly professional devs and designers, so everything is super polished. Great place to find incredibly useful apps. In the US, weather.gov. No ads and a great resource for all things weather. You can also use the following affiliated sites. nhc.noaa.gov, National Hurricane Center, for tracking tropical threats. spc.noaa.gov, Storm Prediction Center, for forecasting severe thunderstorms and tornadoes. *TECHNICALLY* paid for by your tax dollars, but free other than that. The Wayback Machine. I had a 500-page online thing I wanted to save, but not copy-paste into a Google document. Just pop the URL of each page into the Wayback Machine and now it's saved there forever. It's awesome. Drive. Millions of free ebooks and manuals. Literally hundreds of streaming documentaries, all arranged by topic. All free. Learning new languages, or different ways of speaking, such as ASL, American Sign Language. I learned a lot of ASL at lifeprint.com, and now I'm pretty fluent. Only a few hiccups or words I don't know. Youd.com. It lets you convert any YouTube video into an audio or video file. That one government website, where you can find old assets in your name and claim them for money. I think I heard about it on Reddit actually. I have never been able to claim anything personally, but I have helped my parents claim about $200 worth. Wish I could remember the name of it. Edit. In the US the website is unclaimed.org, basically a directory. Each state has its own separate page. Also, thanks for my first award, and for my most upvoted comment ever. Find out where people, both famous and non-famous, are buried. Read what's inscribed on their monuments, read obits, and see comments posted by viewers. Find a Grave can also be a helpful site for doing free family genealogy and locating where people have been interred that you lost touch with over time. Internet Archive's Open Library. You can check out books from a shit ton of different public libraries for free. It's insane. DuckDuckGo removes political filters and echo chambers from your searches. For your cartoon and anime needs, I have been using this website for years, and I'm watching Star Wars: The Clone Wars on it right now. The Internet Archive. It has lots of books that don't exist anywhere else. It has tons of audio files and video too, but its best features are software and web pages. The Wayback Machine has snapshots of billions of web pages, so you can see how a web page looked at almost any point of its existence, if someone cared to save it. Most people understate how big this thing is. It has more than 400 billion web pages at more than 9 petabytes of storage. And its software archives have preserved millions of games and apps that would have disappeared otherwise. Screen 2 GIF. This program was introduced to me at my last company by a cat guy, and he swore by it. Since then, so do I. Take GIF clips at any time, and it's free. I use it to show how my code works in the application for the PRs. Free open source software. There are great free alternatives out there for lots of paid software. You can learn to cook just about anything from YouTube. 7-zip. I never got the WinRAR jokes, because I never used it. A list of lists of free stuff. Skyscanner finds you the cheapest flights on the internet.